Hi, I'm Phillips, European Tour winner and PGA coach, and in today's lesson I want to teach you guys how to use the legs and feet correctly to drive your swing. Okay, so the legs in the golf swing. Historically, the legs were very active. If we look at guys like Sam Snead and Ben Hogan, there was a tremendous amount of leg action, moving right on actually into Tom Watson and Jack Nicklaus. And then for some reason, some bright spark decided that the legs were no longer of use in a golf swing, and everybody started to be taught to hold the legs rigid and still. And now, thankfully, that's starting to reverse, and people are understanding how important the legs are in creating fluidity and power and the correct weight shifts in the swing. So how do we use the legs and the feet properly? Well, I want you to think of what I call a marching drill. So if we were quite literally marching along like a soldier, what's actually happening there is we're bringing our rear leg into extension, the forward leg is coming into a bit of flexion, and we're allowing the knee to move across towards the golf ball. And if we looked at what the reverse would happen in the downswing, we're going to bring the lead leg now into extension, and the rear leg and knee are going to start moving in towards the golf ball. So it really is quite a natural walking type motion. Now, the keys here are in the backswing. When we make this movement and we bring that rear leg into a bit of extension, we want to feel some pressure being pushed down into the floor through really somewhere near the middle to heel region of your trail leg, so the leg that's furthest from the target. And we want to feel the pressure in the front foot moving in towards the instep, so the big toe, if you like. We want to feel the pressure moving into the big toe of the foot, allowing the knee to swing in towards the golf ball, and that's creating some really important pressure shifts. So we want the pressure, our mass if you like, to shift into the right side in the backswing for power, and also it's going to help us to then shift forward and into the through swing. And if we don't create that little bit of force into the ground, so quite literally when we straighten the leg, when we bring that rear leg into extension, it's the same thing as if you were to put your leg on a chair or a step and push yourself up. You're pushing your leg up into extension there, and that's putting pressure down. So really thinking of that in its simplicity, putting pressure into the ground by standing up if you like, and that's going to bring that rear leg into a little bit of extension, straighten it out a little bit in layman terms, and it really is as simple as that walking motion. And we're going to really mirror that in the downswing. So here I am, backswing, step. Now as we start to initiate that downswing, we want to feel the exact opposite. Forward heel now stamping down, rear knee driving in. Now, as soon as we feel that heel hitting the deck, that lead leg heel hitting the floor, we now want to feel the same kind of pressure that we were feeling in the backswing. So a down force, that leg's going to come into extension here as well, that lead leg, so a mirror image of what was happening in the backswing. And we're literally going to use that pressure to help propel the arms and club head through the ball. So I'm going to hit one now, and hopefully you're going to see how my legs are working like pistons, and they're really just mirroring each other on the way back and on the way through. Really helped also to give me a sense of rhythm and timing, because the legs working in that mirrored fashion there, it really gives you your own distinct speed. We've all got different speeds and rhythms. Mine's quite brisk, yours might be a little bit more slow and fluid, but whichever one you've got, you'll find it when you start to focus and put your attention into simply what your feet and legs are doing and allow them to drive the whole motion. So when you practice, it doesn't always have to be technical. You don't have to be thinking about where the club's swinging to, what positions it's swinging through. Take some time in some sessions. Doesn't mean that technique's not important ever, but please have some sessions to just work on the fluidity of your motion, how you're driving your swing, and use those legs properly and efficiently. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and as always I urge you to head over to my website. I'm adding material all the time, and there's a whole library of information there that's based on 35 years of my research together with playing at the very highest level. So these are not theoretical tips that I'm making up hypothetically here. I've actually put these things to the test with a card in my hand, playing against the best in the world. So head over there, it really is an incredible resource.